So the other day I was going to check my oil when this happened. Well, that's not good, I thought. So I wanted to figure out how to fix it. Now, what I noticed is that this is a plastic piece, so it's not really surprising that it broke down. It's quite soft, really, and it's been in here for 13 years. This is a 2006 Dodge Caravan. This is a 3.3 liter V6 engine with the check stem here at the front of the engine. Now, I know there's a common problem where different models have different locations, and that results in a different length of the dipstick. So when you go and pull a new one, make sure you match the engine type and engine model so the length matches what you had in there originally. So what we're going to do is just drill a small hole, or like a sort of pilot, into the plastic tab that's still remaining, and then we're going to feed that screw into it so we can then just pull the screw out. All you're going to need then is a drill. I got here the smallest drill bit I could find, 1/16 inch, a screw. I think I pulled this from the van somewhere, and then of course a screwdriver to get that in place. Now, it's also worth noting that I ran the engine for about half an hour. I went for a little drive to get everything warmed up in here, and that helps warm up the plastic and soften it, so it's easy to drill that pilot hole. Alright, so I found this screw, which I had lying around in my van, and it's also long enough that hopefully I can pull it out with a pair of pliers at the end. So also note that when you're working down there in the tube, you don't want to put too much pressure and force the remaining part of the dipstick further down. Alright, so now I've got the screw set into the plastic there. We're going to try pulling it out, see if that works. I've pulled out a pair of needle nose pliers, and I'm going to work this very gently because we don't have many chances to get this guy out. Alright, the thing is really stuck, so pulled out this part of the jack from the back. See if I can just pry it up. Holy all right. Well, there it is. That thing was really stuck in there. So the next thing to do, now that, thank goodness, we got that thing pulled out, well, you can see there that the screw is probably about 1/4, 3/8 of an inch embedded into the plastic. That's as far as I safely wanted to push it before I started stripping out the old plastic. And with a lot of force, using that sort of breaker bar, that improvised breaker bar, I was able to get it out. And it looks like it deformed a little bit on its way. So the first thing you want to do is just compare the length. Make sure the one that you got matches the one you're pulling out. So let's line those up. That tore off right about where the gasket was. And I would say that's the same length there. Oil isn't black, so that's good. Alright, now I already cleaned this guy. I put it into a soak of purple stuff, which is a degreaser. And the metal is generally quite good. I also gave it a wipe down with some soap afterwards. So let's test the oil. Alright, so now that the oil looks good, let's just fire it up, make sure everything's still running. There you go, smooth as silk. Thank you for watching. I hope it helped you solve your problem and maybe raised a few questions. I look forward to joining you next week when I work on my next little project. Have a great one.